What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Joey back with more Assassin's Creed Valhalla. In the last episode, we wrapped up the Jorvikshire story arc. We have an alliance with Halfdan Ragnarsson. Shut up. But yeah, we have an alliance with Halfdan Ragnarsson, and we unfortunately Fairvid is dead, but we also need to report to Randvi. Mouse!
Hey, my boy.
Hey, my boy, yeah. But yeah, we have to report to Randvi about our alliance with Jorvikshire.
I intended to use it. Please, calm down.
Well, seems we have another debacle here.
Randvi, what is this?
Another dispute, I'm afraid. Holger stirring the pot once again. Will you set in judgment?
Judgments are the burden of a Jarl. This is Sigurd's duty now.
He refuses to leave his quarters. Right now, you are the only noble fit for this.
I don't know. It is not my place.
Please. Only until Sigurd recovers his strength.
All right. Once more. Gudrun, Holger, come forward. You will state your cases and I will hear you out and be as swift in my judgment as I am able. Gudrun, you may speak.
I have been robbed, Eivor. My property defaced. 3 days ago, I discovered some of my sailcloth missing. I scoured the settlement in search of it. Passing Holger's home, there I see it. Boldly displayed and worse, defaced, with scrolls and silly stories upon it.
Lies and slander!
Holger, quiet. You are well acquainted with the rules of this trial. Now, Gudrun, what did you do upon discovering your sailcloth?
I confronted him, demanding silver. For sil with Holger's inky scratching cannot be sold or bartered, can it? I ask only that I be paid for the property that was taken from me, yet he refuses.
So Holger...
That's fair, for him to pay.
Now you wish to be paid for the item. Do I understand?
That is right.
Alright, Holger, what do you have to say? So far, I already agree with Gudrun.
Holger, what say you in your defense?
Short days ago, I found a pile of mildew-stained detritus beneath the docks, and salvaged what I could. I wish to use it as a canvas, you see, as a conveyance for my latest works. The sailcloth was in such a state, and so obscured from view, I assumed it was refuse, abandoned goods.
I see.
My motives were honest, Eivor. Would a thief be so brazen as to display the fruits of his crime? Hardly. Yet here she claims I have robbed and defaced her property, when all I took was rubbish left by to rot.
Nonsense.
My only crime here is that I gave something ugly and decrepit a bold new life.
I see. So you feel Gudrun disposed of something and now unreasonably seeks its return.
Exactly, yes.
I can understand where he's coming from a little bit, but I still agree with Gudrun.
All right, I have heard enough.
I might have profited from that cloth. Holger has all but robbed me of a future boon.
It was garbage, yet now it's a part of something greater. If anything, I have increased its value. You ought to thank me.
Oh, I will thank you with the back of my...
Quiet! Let me speak. After careful thought, it is clear that...
What is this? What are you doing?
Well, you weren't here.
At odds, I hope to find a resolution.
That duty is mine alone, Eivor. You know this. Stand aside.
You were not here, brother.
That's what I just said.
To bother you.
A sallow excuse for such a bold defiance. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you finished singing, my dear Skull?
My Jarl, as I was saying,
Stop! Enough! I have heard more than enough to render my judgment. For as long as I've known you, Holger, you have spun words into lies. You weaken the minds of children, and delude the minds of men. I've shown you too many years of tolerance. And rather than exist in grateful meekness as Holger the liar, you sink lower. You become Holger the thief, robbing a woman of her livelihood, all in the name of your stupid stories.
Sigurd, y'all know that is not...
This is the consequence of your actions. You will pay Gudrun the value of 30 sailcloths.
30 times? Surely you jest. That would ruin me, Sigurd.
Do I look like one to play pranks, Holgate? Pay the fee, or be exiled.
Great, Jarl. If I may, I seek only compensation for a single sailcloth. The rest is...
30 times! In silver! That is my judgment.
Eivor, please. Does this not seem unfair?
I agree, it is kind of unfair, but Sigurd is the Jarl, and I support him.
Sigurd is our Jarl. His word is law, whether or not you agree.
You see?
Of course, my all. As it must be. Forgive my defiance.
Thank you, Lord, for hearing us out.
See to it that judgment is carried out exactly as I have said. Should the need arise again, do not fail to rouse me.
Please, do not let this blunt our friendship. I did not mean for this to escalate.
No, I understand. You were well within your rights.
Alright, well, well, hold up. Sigurd wants to talk.
See you, darling.
Shut up! Don't call me darling in front of Sigurd.
Sigurd,
Leave me be.
if you wish it.
I'm here for you, brother. If you need me, just say when.
I want to thank you for your judgment, Eivor. For stepping in when Sigurd would not, in spite of what happened.
Poor man. I've never known him to be so angry and reckless. Is that a side you've seen?
Rarely. There have been moments when he was distressed, worried, afraid. But nothing like this. Never, ever like this.
Let us do our best for him as we take care of our own. We're his best hope for healing.
If it is not too late. In the meantime, we press on.
I entered Jorvikshire to meet Halfdan Jarl, and I left a friend of Halfdan the king. We have an oath at last.
Good. Very good.
Nice. Hey, we're building up our settlement some more. That's good. Lost glory? The hell? What? Man, I don't want to have to go all the way back there now. Halfdan, you freaking moron. Yeah, let's hook up right while Sigurd's in the other room. Sounds good.
I want to see the Alliance map. Let's do Gloucestershire. What transpires in Gloucestershire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared from his forge. He has traveled to Gloucestershire in search of a wife.
A wife?
He is in love.
When did this happen?
When doesn't this happen with our dear lovelorn blacksmith? But there is a bright side. He has asked you to join him.
Join his search for a wife?
And see that he does not make a fool of himself. I believe he thinks that your presence would bolster his image.
Okay.
All right, I'll be Gunner's keeper, if only to bring him back in one piece.
Very generous of you. Make for the town of Gloucester. You will find him there.
Eivor's gonna be the wingman for Gunnar. Haha, nice. But before I do that, there is something I want to do first. I mentioned in the last episode there was something known as a mastery challenge. It's only unlocked once you reach level 221. I tried it a couple times when I played through this game a few other times in the past, but it was very difficult for me to achieve. You have to achieve like there's 3 challenges, and you have to achieve like the top point of it. You have to achieve like the highest score, and you unlock something special afterwards. I tried to reach the highest score, but it didn't really work. But I just want to show this off anyway.
The 9 realms was that?
Yeah, so something just crashed right down here. Was this a woman who crashed in here? Like I said, I only did this mission once, and I don't really remember anything from
Sky
it.
to earth, like it had been thrown by Odin himself.
A strength he no doubt wishes he possessed. No danger remains. But look, it revealed something hidden in the mountainside.
Looks almost like a door.
If it is, then it's the door to something that I have long been searching for. May I ask you for a kindness, Drengur?
My name is Eivor of the Raven clan. And that depends on how kind you need me to be.
Will you grant me a home while I investigate the door? Eivor of the Raven clan.
I don't make a habit of sheltering strangers.
My name is Hilderan. There. Now we are no longer strangers. Please. If I am right, then this is Freya's gate. Allow me to stay, and I will help you discover the treasures that lay on the other side.
Very well. I will give you a small piece of land to make a home on, and supplies from our raids to build with.
Thank you, kind Eivor. The gods smile on you.
I may be kind, but I am no fool. Everyone must pull their weight, and I expect no less from you.
A fair rule, and one I can easily follow.
Okay, I just want to try to organize what all this is. Talk to Hilderan. Something fall from the sky from... Okay. Let's talk, old lady. You crazy old bat.
Eivor the kind. A welcomed visit. Like what you see.
You have certainly made this space your own. But how does this help you open a stone door?
It is a shrine to Freya. We will need her favor if we wish to reveal the hidden treasures.
Ah, it's we now, is it?
I told you, Eivor. You will want to see what is on the other side. Now come. Freya demands combat before she will aid us.
For a moment I thought you meant for me to fight you.
Fear not. I can handle myself.
I cannot possibly fight you. I would kill you.
You could try. Attack me. Now get up, and let's give Lady Freya a fight. Fight harder, Eivor.
Ooh, nice dodge. I'll give you that one. Alright, hit me then. Come on, what are you waiting for, honey?
This old woman fights like a young Vikinga.
Yes. Give me everything you have.
I'm just trying to block her as best I can right now. Crap.
Leaving yourself open to attack.
Yeah, so I can block you. Come on, hit me. Hit me. Come on, honey. See what you got.
Your form is sloppy. You can do better.
I hit you, and you know it, honey. There we go.
You're leaving yourself open to attack.
Here I am just beating up an old lady.
Good. Now watch.
What? What is happening?
Come at me again.
Level 288. I have no arrows.
Fight with the strength of a
These random
I
weapons.
can teach you, Eivor. But first,
Okay.
fight.
This is crazy.
These are
Oh
not
my god.
Are you already making excuses, Stringy?
Yes, I am, because I had no idea what was going on. Sure, if you want to stand still there while I tear you apart, that's fine by me. Oh my god, stop blocking. Ow, shit! Oh my god. Fight me! Ow, shit! Ah, can you not? Why do you get such a long weapon and I get such a short one? That's not fair. Level 288, my god. This lady's crazy. Ah, for God's sake. Alright, I got her about half down, that's fine. Ah, stop blocking. Ow! Stupid. Hey, can you not? You freaking hold that? Ah. Oh my god. There we go. Finally. Thought she was gonna kill me. Yeah, for a tough old bird, she can fight. Who the hell are you?
I have seen many strange things, but nothing like this. What magic do you possess? I have not seen a seer fight like that.
I am no seer. I am what you see before you. An old warrior with a knowledge of secrets.
If that was not magic, then what was it?
That was a battle meditation. You entered Hugerheim, the mind's realm. It is a secret form of training that not many know. You can attack full force with no fear of injury.
And yet, you know this training.
You're glad to have let me stay now, aren't you?
Very much. Tell me, what part does the amulet play?
It is a vessel. It needs to be filled with the energy created in battle. But it will only work with this type of shrine. They can be found all over Mercia.
I have many questions still.
I promise you will get answers. But first, I have marked a shrine location on your map. Once there, enter a meditation. The amulet will pull you into Hugerheim.
And what happens when I've finished my training?
Then, you return to me.
Very well. Have you met Volker? Something of you reminds me of her.
Go now, kind Eivor, and train.
Okay, hang on. Excuse me. So there's a lot that we could do right now. We could, Hugerheim, the realm of the mind, only the most powerful warriors can access it to train without having a risk of injury. Okay. Mysterious old woman who appeared in Ravensthorpe after something fell from the sky. She claims to be a master of a secret form of battle training called Hugerheim. I think the tutorials just teach you about Hugerheim. Yeah, mastery challenge. Basics and the shrine itself. So I can either go to Gloucestershire to meet with Gunnar, or I can do this. So yeah, you have to do the Trial of the Bear, Trial of the Raven, and Trial of the Wolf, and you have to get the perfect score, and you will be able to unlock that mysterious door, as Hildris calls it, Freya's Gate. Now, like I said, I tried it a couple times, and it's very complicating, because you have to do a specific set of, like, moves. Like, you have to do, like, a specific set of takedowns, I think, and, yeah, it's just really hard. I mean, I'll do this first one here to show you what it looks like, but, I'm not sure if I'll do all of them.
This looks like the shrine she told me about.
Okay. Meditation. So you get to choose which trial you want to do. Let's just do the Trial of the Bear for now. Oh god. Earn points based on your performance during each trial and turn them in for rewards. Hugerheim will provide you with gear and abilities that you will need to use to complete your trial, but you won't have access to your inventory. That is one of the reasons why I don't like this, because you don't have access to your actual inventory, your actual weapons. Yeah, the scoring breakdown, a breakdown of which actions give you points. So the more kills you do, whether it's on target, melee kills, or fall damage, it increases your points. Yeah, you gotta get medals and rewards. You have to get 1,000 points each time, and then you'll be able to unlock your unlock Freya's Gate, as far as I know. Shows the target score of each medal. Hover over each to see the rewards. Okay. That's the gear that you have. I mean, it's going to give you a specific set each challenge. So this is the set that you'll have during the Mastery Bear challenge, and then you'll have a different set for the Wolf challenge, and then a different set for the Raven challenge. Specific abilities, your difficulty settings are going to be overridden. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, let's give it a shot. But I now remember something. I had a cutscene happen way back in the beginnings of this Let's Play, and it was all like red and had like the same imagery as this here, and I was like, "What the hell is this? This doesn't make any sense." But yeah.
It's as though I'm dreaming while awake.
I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just gonna... I really don't care. I'm basically just here to show you guys what it's like. Ow. Can you just not hit me, please? Ah! Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, I'm not doing that again. That was just like... That was just an example of what it was like. I told you, it's really hard. Especially when you don't have your own weapons. It gets really annoying. Maybe I'll try it again. God, my throat. Maybe I'll try it again later on, but right now it's not what I care about. I really don't care about this. It's not my priority.
I'm not finished with my training.
No, you're not, but maybe we'll do it again later. I don't know. Probably not. Wait. Oh, no, that's just a thing with, Halfdan. Alright, let's go talk to, Gunnar. Actually... Yeah. Gunnar, I'm coming, buddy. I'll be your wingman. Help you find a wife. Well, the storm's coming in, isn't it? And I'm really glad that I had a synchronization point here in Gloucester. Don't have to friggin' ride all the way here on horseback. I don't know if I've done that drinking contest or not. I probably have. Wait. Yeah, I did. I remember that now. Alright, so let's just go find Gunnar. He's somewhere in this mess.
Soon, guide me.
Over there. Excuse me, please don't kill me. Thank you.
There you are, Gunnar. With a smile like I haven't seen in some time.
Gunnar! How's it going, buddy?
Eivor, over here. Eivor, thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you'd been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here, Bridget. My own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar.
Lavendine da, with my Zigrilli.
I'm sorry?
Good to meet you as well. How did you find a woman in these backwoods?
She came through the settlement selling runes, outshone every stone in her satchel. She offered me a trade, a rune for a brooch I was making. I got a better deal. But she loves the ugly little thing.
Have you a family, Bridget?
Nath mama dad carried Devin Gillid and Anun. Cannon helped druise me.
Eivor's like, what?
Manpa were the last high priestess and elderman. They since passed on. But the current elderman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this elderman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim Jarl. You two bags of air sich o gwmpas gyda. That Eivor gal clis llawn.
Right, no daylight to waste then, huh?
Okay.
So the elder man may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skull for years to come.
And the Mercians here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger?
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let us bring a few back.
Now they're celebrating what they call Samhain, but for us it would be known as Halloween. So this is their version of Halloween, which is really cool. They got like jack-o'-lanterns all around. They got decorations hanging up there. Yeah, see, we got a couple jack-o'-lanterns right there. They're all getting festive for Halloween, you know. All right, all right, Gunnar. Let's meet this elderman here.
There is the elder man. Kunan!
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah. Then let's introduce you to Tevdur.
He doesn't look too happy to see us.
Hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be elderman after Kunan. Tevdur, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick, the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
What's your problem, man? I'm kidding.
I am here to hasten my friend's marriage and drink my weight in ale. If friendship comes afterwards, then all the better.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated god-right kings for puppet rulers?
Easy there.
So-called puppet kings keep your lands safe and your bellies full. I ask no thanks, only hospitality.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevdur? Cider?
Ah, you must be Eivor. Tevdur, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevdur, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry.
He's got a point, you know. No.
So you've come to meet the family before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan, but your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, and he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves and fangs on the path, a fellow may fall in God's service.
Kunan, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then, by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tefter?
I see I am outmatched. Though a Dane joining in praise to St. Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Well, shall we then?
So, Tevder is going to be the next Elderman after Kunin, and he wants us to look after Tevder so he doesn't die, because after Kunin steps down, there's not going to be another Elderman, so he wants me to look after its future Elderman.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. The festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around,
It lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
The profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great renewal?
they will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. Not false idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we not going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Canom your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Low in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, king-born. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You are a kinder man than the mask you wear. But you won't be rid of me. I will keep my word to Kunin for your safe return.
Talk to Kunin in a second. Not Kunin, Tevder. Just wanted to loot some stuff real quick. Alright.
I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch or turn my back?
Oh Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I will not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Tevder.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Tevder, get to safety.
Bunch of boars.
Find somewhere to hide.
Where did they come from?
Ah! Chop, 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 chop. There we go.
That was close.
Now see? Look what happened. Now what would have happened to you if I wasn't here? Nah.
Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
That's what I
was here to
thought.
protect you.
You're welcome.
Maybe Kunin has the eyes of prophecy.
Blood, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely the shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Gloucester. Unless you'd like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Kunin...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks.
You're gonna die, man.
And Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
You're not gonna be alive to get me that drink now, are you? Kidding. I'm just joking. Or am I? Turn back around and he's just sicked upon by wolves. Yeah, that'd be rough. Get it? Rough and it's wolves. I'm so clever. No, it was a bad joke. Gunnar, you old fart. How are you doing, buddy? And how's your girl treating you? Is she treating you nicely? Even though I can't understand a word she says.
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Tefter to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our past was not peaceful. We were accosted by a group of boars.
Odd, but path na usually safe. To the Brevo.
What?
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight, two of you as a pair.
I doubt Tevder. I'm kidding. I need a drink.
I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest. Skull.
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 So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Niguiskalan Vela spread down and creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
It's a bag for treats, that's all I heard.
Gives their glut to otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given? Huh. I have only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
He's basically saying that we should go trick-or-treating.
It's hard in disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mary Louved. Now, that's hooden. Become the Mary Louved. The spirit
Trick or treat.
sings
Yay!
for cake and ale. And you cannot have your cloak back until we leave.
I'll keep this covering, but even a knife to my throat could not make me sing on command.
Shame. I heard your voice clear as a bell. Larks fall from the sky in envy.
Gunnar, if no one else is dressed this way, I will fill your shop with sheep.
Haha. It's like, if no one's dressed like this, man, I don't want to be looking like a fool. I'll freaking fill your shop with sheep, man.
That
Trick or treat.
Are you ready to rhyme with me?
Down the road from my abode, there is an open vale.
I've been here knocking and walking, now give me cake and ale.
I've been here knocking and a walking, now give me cake and ale.
Brilliant, that is!
Moldy cheese. Yum.
are you playing the role of trickster spirit?
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask and some sweet cakes to turn you into a gentle skull.
I am not going to sing, Gunnar.
Yeah, it's kind of accurate to most Halloween masks. The eye slits are very hard to see through. When I used to wear masks, I always had to, like, cut out bigger holes. I knocked on this one, right? Yeah. You have to go to a couple houses to get some, what they call cakes, but it actually is just classified as moldy cheese. That's disgusting.
Good.
Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our stores so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
Thank you.
Lads getting into their cups, scaring the wee ones.
Yeah. Nice.
Eivor, mighty warrior, knocker of doors, victor of cakes. How does it feel to pillage what is freely given?
A worthy haul, and a tradition worth keeping up.
It certainly is. I always loved trick-or-treating. I just need to find one more door. No. Wait.
Her dark eye fell upon the
I think I see something. Something over here. Hey! Trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Yeah.
What business have you? Oh, the Mary Louid. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Samhain night and the moon is high. Mary Louid haunts my door.
Give me sweets and candy treats, the kind I most adore.
Give me sweets and candied treats, the kind I most adore.
Here then, sweets for the Mari Luid. You've earned it.
Look at these cakes! Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar! My cakes.
My cakes. Eivor. Yay, my cakes. Sweet as honey. Oh boy. There's something about going trick-or-treating that just brings out the kid in you. Like, I remember this one time, my brother and I, my brother went trick-or-treating with some of his friends, and I went trick-or-treating with some of my friends. And later on, my cousin and his girlfriend showed up. And my cousin is like 3 or 4 years older than my brother. And he was literally going trick-or-treating himself. He was like 23, 24 at this time. And he's literally going door to door, like, fully dressed up, getting candy. Like, he was so excited. And his girlfriend was just looking at him like, did I freaking go out with a kid? Like, what am I doing?
Damn deserter.
Damn deserter.
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let him go. We can hooden more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ, I'm tall.
Alright then. Guess I gotta kick some ass again. Get dropped. Stomp him out. Yeah, double team Gunnar. Oh god.
We should be burning alive.
Hey! Don't friggin' AA me! What are you, John Cena? I missed. How do you do that though? I want to be able to do that kind of stuff. Like what? See, look at that. You're choke slamming me, friggin' giving me AAs. What the hell is this, man? You're not John Cena and Kane and Undertaker in this crap, man. Relax. Giving me attitude adjustments and all that junk. Screw you. I'll friggin' drop kick your ass. Stomp you out. Pull a Seth Rollins curb stomp on you. Oh god. Another AA. Screw you, you jerk. What are you doing, friggin' sweet chin music now? God damn it, he's taking all the WWE moves. He friggin' just choke slammed me like Undertaker. He friggin' gave me an attitude adjustment like John Cena. He friggin', what did he do a second ago? He did a third thing. I forget what it was. I don't know. I almost got him. There, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. He was doing a super kick, a sweet chin music like Shawn Michaels. Did I get him? Yeah, I got him. Man, you should sign with WWE, man. You're good.
To the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg then.
It's nothing.
Careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Tilukis. Modron's a gumpas to patch this land.
It feels like you can only make out a couple words that Bridget says. One of which was like, I think she said like hoodening or trick or treat or something like that. And then she said Modron just then, and that's the name of that woman there. I think she was trying to say like Modron's a good healer, I guess. Also, before the fight started, she said Christ, so I guess she was going, Jesus Christ, another fight or something like that. But you can only make out like 1 or 2 words what she's saying, so it's really weird. Who are ya?
Man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Gloucestershire, but I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gweneth, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salt.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab the worms just to be safe. Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before your return.
Give me strength.
My mum Modron is known am a humor towish gudran.
I'm glad you all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make merry and try to loosen Tempter's shoulders.
Madram, you don't have to save his leg. I will understand.
That limb will be fine. But no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.
I don't really like that I still have the mask on. I think it kind of stays on during this entire story arc. Once you're finished, it comes off. But I don't really like that I have it. Also, this kid here is a freaking psychopath. She's like, are we cutting things today? Like, what is your problem? My God. That's disturbing. Alright, let's go find Tempter. Maybe we can get him to warm up to us and not be a complete jerk. Boy, I'm tired. Tevder, you old loon. You said you'd offer me a drink, so let's drink, shall we? Hold on.
With bitter ale and sweet friends, that is a fine way to end the day.
Very true. I want to talk to Kunin first.
Alone with your thoughts at last.
Eivor, perhaps. Every moment is sweeter when you are the Harvest King. All this bounty. Soon, I will join it. But eat, drink, enjoy all that Gloucester's lush woods offer.
Thank you. You seem like a really good guy. How about you, Tevder? How you doing?
Eivor, there you are.
Tevder.
You're well met. Gwilym here has challenged my honor in a contest of drinks.
Join us. The lad will be easy pickings.
Thank the gods, yes. Give me a cup.
Some ale, then.
Yeah, bottoms up.
For shaveling of the Christ Lord, you have a lot of scars, Gwilym.
Not every tonsured man is a wet-eared Abbey, babe. I came to God after I had scarred my soul with sin.
To holy hearts and humid eyes, it is the best drunkenness which turns a man to royal reason. Skull.
Drink up, lads. I think me and Tevder are actually about to do a drinking contest. Yep, here we go. I'm gonna guess 8 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The honor of Gloucester is at stake. I will not leave these lands to one who laps at ale like a cat.
Who laps ale like a cat, eh? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to take over then. I really wish the mask was off right now. Crap, screwed up.
That's foul. Come on, the leader of Gloucester should hold more mead than that.
Yeah, I just wish the mask was off. It's so annoying. I hope it's not on during the next cutscene.
I have seen babes in arms drink a hogshead of ale faster. Drink, man, drink!
I don't even know how Eivor's drinking it through the mask, but you know, logic. It's a game, you shouldn't really question it.
Come on, lad, show the dame your mettle.
Come on then, Eivor. Come on. Ah, crap. I wanted to finish a whole horn ahead of him, but he got one last sip in. Oh well. It's not really important for me to get him be ahead of a whole cup, but I'm just testing myself, you know.
Good effort, Tevder. This merriment feeds my soul. Here, another drink on me for allies new and old.
Of all the ealdormen I've met, you're the most unburdened. What is your secret?
None. It is well known. The burdens I carry will soon leave this world with me. So drink to my life and death.
Death?
I am to be sacrificed in the Wicker Man as king of the harvest. Like Elderman Simkin before me and all before him.
horrible barbaric practice. A burnt offering after poor crops. They hope well-fed gods will smile upon them.
Thank God the mask is finally off. What a waste. Then cheers. Tevder disagrees with the tradition. Kunin agrees with it, but you know, no, who cares? Let's just say cheers. Drink up.
Then. To Eldam and Kunin, joyous and generous. Let each man show him loyalty until he suffers death.
My friends, you are kind to me. I'd like to toast my successor, Tevder. May he wear the horns head high.
Weak. What is this? Water? I feel like Thor chugging oceans. No effect to my head or step.
You heard the man. Give him something stronger.
This'll work faster than any tonic.
Good. Give me visions of all creatures that roam these hills, and the sorehead tomorrow to pay for it.
That tastes awful. It feels good, though. Eivor, speak true. My feelings be damned. I have been an arse, do not deny it. And I, for that, I am sorry.
A colossal horse's arse, yes.
Soft words from a heartless heathen.
Only fiercer than fire among ill friends. I can be very as nice as a spring gale.
And how nice is that?
Very, very nice. You're not suited for this. I'll be your friend. Very, very nice. I don't know why.
I think I might like you even better when you're me.
Tefter, with Gunnar and Bridget's marriage, our clans will unite. But we could join by oath as well.
Oh, yes. My first ally as Elderman. I accept. We shall make an oath. How do we start?
Yeah, the greatest oath, and the greatest union. To the oath!
The treaty! The greatest!
Tevder and Eivor are friggin' wrecked right now.
Shh. People are sleeping. More ale to seal our friendship? This way. Look out for the black sow.
Sow? Like pig?
Flaming pig. Chases you home at night. Silly words to scare silly children.
You see magic as the stuff of children's dreams.
Perhaps I judge too much. Proves I half believe. Foolishness sometimes takes my tongue. I have to piss.
A great blackness chases stars across the sky in great whirls of color and light. Whoosh!
Whoosh!
Right inside here. I feel warm. Do you feel warm?
I think he just pissed himself.
Yeah. It's a wonder you don't walk around naked.
Yes. Well, come on in.
They're stumbling around, falling over. Oh my god.
Tefter! Tefter!
Man. I've had many nights like that myself. You drink so much, you start talking nonsense, and you fall right over.
Where are you?
Whoosh! I don't know what he's going on about. Stupid mask. What are you doing with them chickens? They're like, oh shit, they're coming after us. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Hell's breath. What happened last night?
Yep. Oh god. Well, I've never had that happen to me where I wake up and there's blood on my hands.
That draft still cling.
After, are you here?
Okay, there has to be a way to take off the mask. This is annoying. That puts it on. Okay. Does that work? Good. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the episode off here. Eivor's kind of just a little drunk or hungover now, so he's gonna need to sober up a little bit. But if you enjoy this episode, make sure to hit the like button. If you like my content, make sure to hit subscribe and hit the notification bell to know when I'm uploading next. And if you know anyone that might enjoy this video or enjoy my content, well, then make sure to share it with them and, you know, spread the love. And while you're at it, take a look at some of the other videos I have on my channel. There's plenty of Assassin's Creed videos, there's tons of other Let's Plays, and there's some new story videos that I recently uploaded, so take a look at those. Once again, I will say thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.